I make these videos for my students, but whoever is watching, welcome. And today I'll be making sugar cookies with fancy decorations. I'm making homemade, this like kind of frosting that's for decorating. So we'll see how it goes. Royal Icing, that's what it's called. It's called Royal Icing, and I'm going to be using a super simple recipe with only egg whites and powdered sugar and water and a little vanilla. So this is 4 cups of powdered sugar, which is confectioner sugar. I should have specified it has 2 names. I don't know why no one calls it confectioner sugar, but that's what it says on the box. Okay, so this I couldn't show. I would need someone to film it. This is the yolks out, and this is the egg whites. It's approximately 2 eggs, but I'm gonna now fill the egg whites into a 1/3 cup and dump it in. Okay, I got a little yolk in there, but now I'm gonna dump the egg whites. Okay, and now I dump 1/3 cup of water in. Okay, and then I just added a little drop of vanilla. So I don't have a fancy cake mixer or anything, so I'm actually going to start out just mixing with a fork and see how that goes, and I'll let you know how it goes. Otherwise, I might use this thing that's like this other mixy thing my husband uses for salad dressing. Okay, I've been stirring with a fork for literally less than 2 minutes, and I'm making a lot of progress. So I'm actually thinking I can do this whole thing with just a fork, and this is already about the consistency you want it, pretty runny. So, okay, so I did it. It's kind of fun. So see how when it drips, it's settling in really quickly. I think that might be too runny. So I'm going to check in with my friend. When in doubt, just ask some questions and get help from someone if you aren't sure, or just look to the internet. But I'm going to ask her what I do now that it's too runny. My guess is add more powdered sugar. Very important that you use gel food coloring. If you don't, I'm not sure what happens, maybe wrong chemistry, but gel food coloring. I'm going to mix a little green, just 2 drops. Now here's my green. I just want it to be a nice pale green. And one little tip you can do is, instead of using a Ziploc bag, which is just like more plastic waste, you can just use these regular ones. You can find these at Kroger, just these regular plastic bags. So I'm going to use both just to show you, because most people only have Ziploc. And how I was able to thicken the meringue, I actually just kept adding powdered sugar until it got to the thickness that Courtney told me about. And now I'm making colors. So as you can see, there's green in the Ziploc, pink, and now I'm doing orange, and then I'm gonna leave. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this with one hand. You do the outside of it, and then just like fill the middle, okay? And it'll all kind of run in. I have to use my other hand now, so I'll show you once. Okay, so here's how my first cookie turned out. I think I just added too much icing. This technique is called wet into wet. It's when, while the icing is still wet, you put in other colors. Okay, so I tried using less icing and it was still kind of runny. So now I'm doing like circles on these, and then I'm going to wait for it to dry. And then I'm going to come back in and fill in the middle, because as you can see, it's just not going as planned. So while I'm waiting on that icing to dry, let's go see what's going on in the backyard. So here's the entrance. We have some sculptures up there. We are going to plant these guys. We're going to plant that guy. We're going to put in some more rosemary, because we've discovered that that does really well. This is going to be a fig tree. More rosemary. We've got this guy over there. Okay, then we got some like little flowers for Lucy to plant. I'm going to put some vegetables over there in that area underneath the bird feeder. And then I'll walk you over here. This is some art. Lucy did this yesterday. Those are for the deck. And then up here we're going to put in these calla lilies, some more rosemary, and some grasses. We really like putting in some tall grasses like that. And then this one's very interesting. We got this from the garden club. I don't even know. It's like flowers, but they're green. So there we go. I'm really excited for these puppies to come up. So this is turning into a very long video, but we're back after 20 minutes, and it turns out that was the key. You do a border first, wait for that to dry, and then fill in the middle. And just kind of let that settle. Okay, so this is the progress I've made, and I'm just sort of learning along the way here. I ate that one. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I think this one might be the best one. So this is by far my best creation. It's the fried egg on a cookie. I think it's a really cute idea. I sort of came up with it accidentally on this one. I was like, oh. So sometimes there's happy accidents. The rest are just sort of psychedelic. So thank you, everyone. And I don't know if you want to try this or not. An egg?
Egg.
Does it look like an egg is on the cookie?
Egg is on cookie.
Okay. Okay. Lucy, what do you think of the cookie?